thing. If we don't win, it's a total waste of time. Because you have somebody else in there, they won't be able to do what I do. They're not going to be able to. And even if you get one of these Republicans in, like I didn't finish the Mexico. So the wall. When I say Mexico's going to pay, they all laugh. They all go, they think it's funny. Honestly, these are people, they think it's funny. They're laughing. You know, lightly, like, oh, that's so funny. They're going to pay for the wall. They're making billions and billions and billions of dollars on deficits that we have with Mexico. The wall is peanuts. They're going to pay for the wall. But I mentioned it. Now they don't laugh because they're starting to agree with me. And then the other day, one of the people said, it was Ted Cruz, who's a nice guy. But he said, we're going to build a wall at the southern border. I said, whoa. And my wife was sitting there. Where did that come from, right? No. Ted's a good guy. But he said, on one of, I think it was on Fox, he was being interviewed. And he said, we're going to build a wall at the southern border. He didn't say Mexico's going to pay. He hasn't gone that far yet, but believe me. That's right. See, they're all trying to catch up with me. Because when I did this stuff, it was very out there. Now, I'm the one that everybody wants to sort of aspire to. But what happens is, so Ted's up and he's talking. And, you know, routinely, we're going to have the border, we're going to have this, that, and we're going to build a wall. My wife is sitting there. She's, darling, did you hear that? He just said they're going to build a wall. That's the first time I've ever, you know, that's what you say. She hasn't heard that from any other candidate. Okay, so we're going to build a wall. Mexico's going to pay for it. There are so many things we're going to do. But when I started the journey, it was amazing. I came down, took courage. I went down into the lobby of Trump Tower on the escalator with Melania. I had never seen, it looked like the Academy Awards, the press. We have a lot of press here today. All live. Look at all those live cameras. So when I came down in the escalator, we came down, and I said, we're going to do things. And I mentioned illegal immigration. You wouldn't even be talking about illegal, it wasn't even on the radar. Nobody was talking about illegal immigration, is that right? Now it's one of the big subjects. And that's why, and one of the beautiful polls that came out, and I'm so proud of it, CNN just came out with a poll a week ago. 36% for Trump, second is 16, third is 14, then 12, so they're way down. But on the economy, they give me 55%. That's with 16 people at the top. On the budget, I mean, I understand the budget, the economy, I win it hands down. All right. But listen to this. On illegal immigration, I'm almost at 50%. And on ISIS, likewise, almost at 50%. So people want to be protected. They want to feel safe. They need strength. They need toughness. They need smarts. I don't want to be tough. You know, I know a lot of tough guys, but they're not smart. And they're the easiest. You can be tough. You got to be smart. Let's start smart first. You got to be smart, tough. You got to be tough. Because the world is trying to take advantage of us. So what happens is this. I came out, I did it, that first couple of weeks with illegal immigration and Mexico and all of this stuff. Then Kate was killed in San Francisco, and Jamil was killed in Los Angeles. Jamil Show, an unbelievable young man, was killed, just shot right through the head by an illegal immigrant. Kate was shot by a guy came in 5 or 6 times, shot in the back. So many great people. These are two. So many. And then you have the economy and the jobs that are being lost, and people aren't paying taxes, and all of this stuff, right? And all of a sudden, people are coming over. And I'd say the wall, and now they're starting to say the wall. We have to be progressive in our thinking. When I say progressive, I mean like smart. I'm not talking progressive like a Bernie Sanders would say. This guy wants to tax you. Think of it. This guy wants to raise your taxes to 90%. No, you'll have to move out of this. I love this area, by the way. I've been here many times. Great golfing area, right? We love it. No more golf, Bernie said. No more golf. No, we won't have any golf anymore. You won't have any money left to beat golf. You'll be paying the taxes. This guy is a total disaster. And I'm not saying that. I'll tell you why. Hillary said, well, I'd like to run against Trump. Believe me. This poor Chuck Todd beat the press. His show is dying. And he keeps saying, do it, but I never liked that. He never treated me fairly. So I do a show. He gets the highest ratings he's had in years. He went from believe me, I won't even give you the numbers. They were massive, the numbers, right? I saved his life. And then he goes, Hillary Clinton said that she would most like to run against Donald Trump. And they're looking forward to it. Trust me. The last person She's already gotten a dose last night. You agree? She had a tough night. She had a tough night looking at the beauty pageant, okay? So Hillary Clinton said, and here's Chuck Todd, and he's a nice guy. I'm not trying to knock him. Please don't be insulted, Chuck. But she says she doesn't like him. But he doesn't treat me right. So he goes, the Clinton campaign said they'd most like to run against Trump. Like I'm some kind of a sap. So I called him, I said, Chuck, let me explain something. When they say they want to run against me, that means they don't want to run against me. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's reverse psychology. They say they want to run against me. First of all, I'm winning and tied in the polls now, and I haven't even hit her yet. But look at what happened to all the guys I hit. They're gone, so they're gone. Or they're failing badly, okay? And they'll be gone soon. But Hillary Clinton, think of it. I said, so Chuck, report it like properly. Trust me. They don't want to run against Trump. The last thing she wants in her whole life is, this was only, I did this in like 15 minutes, what happened to them. Because the husband wants to come, and she wants to accuse me of things, and the husband's one of the great abusers of the world. Give me a break. So the last person she wants to run against me, now here's the story. Well, here's the story, very simple. So I announced, and I was talking about trade, I was talking about the wall, I was talking about the borders, I was talking about Obamacare, I was talking about Second Amendment will be saved, by the way. It will be saved. The Second Amendment is going to be with us. If I'm president, you know, they're doing everything. They want to get rid of the bullets now. They're doing everything they can. Think of Paris, think of Los Angeles. Think if you had some guns in Paris on the good side, right? They had no guns. Paris is the toughest gun laws in the world, folks. And France, I mean, you get caught with a gun. The only one that has guns is the bad guys. So they go to these various places. They call the guy the mastermind. He's a moron. I mean, this guy was a moron. I called the guy with the dirty hat, right? They got him. So by the way, the French police did a great job, and our Los Angeles police did a phenomenal job. They did a great job. Okay. Wouldn't it be wonderful if, let's see, this guy right here in front of me, he's a tough guy. This guy with the hat, with the lousy head of hair, but he's a strong-looking guy, right there. This guy right there, see? And that one. Wouldn't it be nice if they had a gun on their waist? Somebody. Him. So that when they said, you know what they were doing in Paris? Get over here, boom. Get over here, boom. Your turn, get over here, boom. 130 people with more to follow because there are people that are so badly injured right now in hospitals, other people that died. Same thing over there. These are people that gave a party in honor of their marriage. There's something going on, folks, that's wrong. They gave them a party. They worked there. They gave them a party. She came in on a fiancé permit or some nonsense, and she was radicalized. And he was probably radicalized by her, or he was already radicalized. And people knew that they were radicalized. And people in the area knew that they had bombs over. Who the hell doesn't know? You're the next door neighbor. And they didn't want to talk about it. You got to report these people. We got a real problem. You got to report them. No more nonsense. They didn't report them. And the reason they didn't is because they don't disagree with them so much. Okay, believe me. It's not because they're afraid. You saw the one that wasn't politically correct to report them. They didn't want to report them. I mean, give me a break. So we have to change. So it started off with me where I was going to talk about trade. I was going to talk about all the things. I was going to talk about the military building. I was going to do all of this. But after Paris and California, and there'll be others, because they have no fear of us. But after Paris and California, I've totally changed. And my poll numbers went up 10 points. It's amazing. I went up 10 points. I said, why? Do you think it was the debate? Because I did good in the debate. They said, no. People view you as a tough cookie that's not going to take this crap. Now I talk about protection. I talk about, trust me, the trade, oh, that's so easy for me. I got the greatest guys in the world. They're going to come in, they're going to do a great job. I'm going to do something myself. I always talk about Ford. They're going to build a plant, $2.5 billion in Mexico. Not going to happen with me. That stuff, those deals are no good. Ford's leading, they're closing plants all over Michigan to build a plant in Mexico. How the hell does that help us? Okay, who are the people that think this is a good thing for us? And in the meantime, in Michigan and other places, we have plants closing all over the place. And they're spending, think about it, $2.5 billion. Then they're going to sell cars and trucks and parts into the United States. No tax, no nothing. I'll say, you're going to have to pay a tax, folks. And you know what? Ford will say, if you have to pay a tax, we're going to stay in the United States. I mean, it's very simple. It's very simple. How about 2 weeks ago, Nabisco announced, the big Chicago. They announced they're going to leave Chicago with one of their big plans. They're going to move to Mexico. What's my statement? We're not eating Oreos anymore, right? No more. I don't want this. It's not going to happen. They're going to make product and they're going to sell it into the United States. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And by the way, I'm a free trader. I believe you got to be smart. I mean, we got to get something. We don't get anything out of anything. We don't get anything. We lose on everything. That Iran deal was a disaster. By the way, think of the Iran deal for one second. I always said, and this came to me 2 weeks ago. I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. I'm very disappointed with myself. The Iran deal is the worst deal I've ever seen negotiated. I'm wrong. You know what the worst deal is? Iran's a part of that one too. We gave them Iraq. That's even better. Think of it. We gave Iran Iraq. Iran has the biggest, think of it. They're going to have the richest oil. If you go to Iraq, take a look. Among the largest oil reserves in the world. We gave them, by decapitating Iraq and then leaving, because frankly, once we did it, we should have kept 20,000 troops or something. We give Iraq. So not only did they make a great deal in terms of the Iran deal that we know, having to do with nuclear, we also gave them Iraq. We gave them Iraq that they've been after for 100 years. We handed to them. So now they have the largest oil reserves in the world. That's even better than the original deal. I mean, whoever's representing Iran is doing a hell of a job. Okay? If that was a stock, you got to buy some. So, we are not going to have deals like that with me. It's not going to happen. We're going to become rich again. We're going to become safe again. And we're going to become strong again. And you're going to remember this moment. This is going to be an important moment for all of us. The one thing I have to say, and I have to ask you to do, go out and vote. So remember, it starts on February 1st, July. We go to New Hampshire, then we go to the farm. So 3 weeks. We got 4 weeks to go, and then we have 3 weeks after we start. No matter what's going on in your life, you got to go and vote. Because if you don't, it's not going to happen. Don't sit back and say, oh, Trump's going to do well. The more we can win by, the more power we have in a sense, because it's like a mandate. But you got to go out and vote. And I will tell you this, it's been an honor to be here. I love this area. I love the people here. It's been an honor. But we will make America great